Hi, I'm Rob Fox, head girls coach at Calhoun City High School. Been coaching at Calhoun City for 13 years now. It's the only place I've been. I was assistant for 2 years, and I took over after 2 years. I've been the head coach. As far as the record goes, honestly, people have asked me about the record before. I never even kept up with it. I just try to take it game for game, practice for practice. I don't get caught into the wins and losses, and I know a lot of people do. We just try to get better every day. Yo, keep your head up. Hey, elbow to elbow, let's go. Elbow to elbow, behind your back, get to it. Let's go. I probably refer to my coaching style as passionate, energetic. I mean, it probably more so my coaching style probably just being homebred. I'm from Calhoun City. So, when I'm probably more of a fan, a coach. When I coach, it's just everything. I'm passionate about Calhoun City, even if I'm just watching a softball game, baseball game, or whatever. And I think that just go all into my coaching style, just passionate and energetic. I'm just laying it all out there all the time. Go in the back. Hey, Rick, spread out. Spread out. Spread out. Mirror red. Mirror red. Go get the Lady Wildcats on it. All right, you got 30 seconds, Red. All right, let's go. Get them going. As far as my philosophy, I probably don't have as far as a true philosophy, because it probably, as a coach, it probably tend to change from one group to the next. I wouldn't say I have a style, because that'll change from one group to the next. For instance, take the past few years, I had a post player. Some people just believe in getting it down to the post, but when you don't have a post, if you at UConn, you can recruit and get what you want, but when you're dealing with a basketball team, you only had 15 girls to come try out, and you got to keep all 15 on the team. So, I wouldn't say I have a style or a philosophy. My biggest thing, I just want to just make the best of your situation. Whatever you got, get the most out of it from one day to the next, from one year to the next. My biggest thing, like I said, my philosophy is probably be better than yesterday. That's most of my goal. Be better than you were yesterday. And if you can just keep improving from one day to the next, and don't get too high, don't get too low. My biggest factor, as far as the player goes, is no ceiling. Let's go. Slide. Let's go. Slide. Let's go. And that's something we all can do as far as a coach and a player. So my big philosophy, just keep getting better, be better than yesterday. Don't ever stop improving. Let's go. Get in the mix and go. You ain't been. Let's go. Let's go. Know where you at. Know where you at on the floor. Drop. All right, everybody on line. One of the biggest things I probably do to keep my kids motivated is, and it's ironic at how hard we work. Because the more you put into something, it'll be hard to just, give up on it. When you look back, I did all this running, I made all these sacrifices. That's motivation within itself, but the more you do, the more you want to do. And I just tell them basketball, the funny thing about basketball, it's one of them sports to where what you put into it, that's what you gonna get out of it. And the more you do something, the better you should get at it. And once the kids see it, they are conditioned now, or they are making more shots. I am better defensively. They tend to get more motivated by what they're doing, and probably one of the things where kids just see, Coach was on my case about not being able to do this. Now he give me a pat on the back for being able to do it. Go, man. Down here, make a good pass. Hey, go. 6. Down here. 3. Down here. 2. Off-season expectation, I always tell my kids, if you're the same player you were last year, I don't need you coming back. That's the thing. If you averaged 2 points last year, we don't need that same 2. We need 6. If you average 10 rebounds, this year we need 15. My off-season expectations, I tell the kids, the stuff that we bad at, you need to be trying to get good at. Get down the floor. Make good passes. Oh, Sarah, let's go. The stuff you good at, you need to be trying to get better at it. So my off-season expectation is just not working. My kids know that as far as off-season, we call it NOS. The stuff you put in the cars and make it go harder. We use the acronym as NOS. NOS is no off-season. So it's really no such thing as off-season. You continue to work And if it's one of them things, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So even in the off season, we are trying to stay conditioned. We still trying to get stronger, just like we are in the season. And the things that we wouldn't, like I said, the thing that we was good at or think we good at, we trying to get better. So our off season thing is, like I said, just let's pick it up, and just keep going, get stronger, get faster, get quicker, and building IQ. That's one of our biggest things in the off season, the building IQ. Don't be the player you were last year. Rob Fox, girls basketball coach at Calhoun City High School, and you are watching Max South Sports. I think some of the team, probably some of our biggest attributes going into this season, these ladies, they understand how to win. They understand what it takes. And I think the senior group in 3 years, they only lost 7 games. They only lost 7 games in 3 years. They understand what it takes. They come up at the end of 8th grade year, they've been in the state tournament, the Final Four, then they win the state championship. Next year they 5 points, couple baskets, couple loose ball from it. They understand why we do what we do. And the message that they get passed to the rest of the team, I know they don't want this season to stop any shorter than it have in the years past. So and there's no doubt I done let them know it's on their back. Early on, sometimes you just one year you might enjoy the ride, but they've been a big part of our success. The attributes of those senior girls, being able to help the girls understand that we running for this reason, we lifting for this reason, we quiet at this time for this reason. And it's my older girls, which is going to be really important that they pass this message like the ones before them. I don't like to coach seniors. Not me, and I don't like to coach. I shouldn't have to tell you where to go, where to be, when, why, and how. You should pass this message on to everybody else. And with them girls doing that, three years in a row coming up when they was 8th graders, I think that would be a big attribute to this team. You should have a partner by now, the same group that you was in. Go, hustle up. One of our bigger challenges for our younger kids, our sophomore and freshman group, and I tell them they got to grow up. They got to grow up fast. I mean, and that's one of the things I tell them. Y'all got to grow up fast. Last year when they got into games, sometimes the games were lopsided already, so they rolled. It was important, but what they did, what they contributed, didn't make a big enough impact, a really big impact on the game. So I tell them they got to grow up fast. They got to be ready to play right now. And if I could get them to grow up, and I tell them, we're not gonna win this. As far as that go, I tell them, if you peak in November, December, we in trouble anyway. But one of the biggest challenges by the time January, February hit, the underclassmen been accepted their role, attacked it, understood their role. That would be one of the biggest challenges for this year, because in the past few years we have had veteran teams, but it's one of the things where, like the underclassmen, they're gonna have to step it up. This season right here will be really exciting as far as go. Last season, we was coming off a state championship run. We had four starters coming back into that team. So the expectation was already there. People already expected Calhoun City to be at the top of things going into the end of the season. We was picked 1 or 2 throughout the season, and expectations were there. So it kind of held the kids to a standard. They knew they had to be up to par every night. We had some of the top players. We had some of the top players in the state. Matter of fact, off that team, 3 of the starters is playing college basketball right now. We got 2 at Northeast, 1 at Northwest. So expectations was already there. We didn't finish exactly how it's not exactly how we didn't finish how we wanted to. We're free throws away from having back-to-back state championships. I wasn't satisfied with the way the season ended, but I can't complain with because our biggest thing, we wanted to fight to the end, and I can't say our kids, we fought to that last buzzer last season. My outlook for this season, it haven't changed. My outlook, it might be rocky starting out till we get things to fall in place, but my ultimate goal is hold that gold ball at the end of the season. That's the ultimate goal. We want to hold the gold ball. We're not going to take any excuses for being young. We're not going we go hit that floor. You 15, she's 17. You got to be ready to play. We not we won't make no excuse. You got to be ready to step it up every night, night in, night out. And wherever you slacking at, wherever you lacking at, you need to put more into it.
Boo up. Red, you here? Boo, you start there. Red, you here? Out, back here, take the charge. Boo, circle that cone, come back. Red, you here? That block, back to this one. You started right here with her. By the time she get back, half position on the charge. You this block. Boo, start right inside of her. Boo, start inside of her. Touch this block, get set back on that block. All right, go, let's go. Get there, back into it. Get there, set up. Good job, let's go. Come on, Boo, now it's your charge. Let's go.
Coming into this season, we got 3 seniors. We got 3 seniors that they know it's a lot expected of them. It's a lot expected of them. And I already told them, whatever go wrong is your fault. So they already know if we lose the ball, it's your fault. If something go on in the locker room, it's your fault. If something go in the cafeteria, it's your fault. They know it's on their shoulders. They know it, and I think they understand it. You know, when the clothes got to be washed, it's on them. If the floor got to be mopped, it's on them. And they already, and the thing with it, they have seen that same approach taken with seniors before them. So they understand that it's my turn. I think they ready for the challenge. I think they ready for it because they see it. Got a group of sophomores, which I think could be really, really good. We got a group of sophomores that they haven't lost much at all either. I mean, from junior high, a couple of them come on at the end of their 8th grade season, got championship ring, you know, and they want another. We got a group of sophomores. They work really, really hard. I probably would say that's the hardest group of sophomores working since I've been at Calhoun City. You know, just to see that group work as hard as they do, and they hungry. I watched them compete against each other daily. It's none of them. They don't tend to take back seats. I mean, it's like kids that's in the lunch line in 1st grade or kindergarten. When it's time for somebody to get up, they fighting to get up. And that group, I said, it's no doubt in my mind, that's the hardest group of sophomores. They work like that from junior high. And I think, like I said, they ready for the challenge. They very competitive. The senior group, we got a junior. We got 1 junior on the team. She haven't played in a couple years that I'm expecting big things out of. She get after it. She works really hard. And I just want my freshman group just kind of follow suit, get in where you fit in. My thing with them, I just basically tell them, you know, this year I just want you to be a sponge. Just soak things in, be a sponge. If you don't know, ask, find something that you can do well. You know, but with my freshmen, I tell them, your jump shot can be broke. You know, we take Shaq. He ain't made a free throw yet. But your defense, your rebound, and your effort should never be broke. Them things that you can control. Your energy and effort you can control. And that's all I ask my freshmen to do. Don't be a problem. Be positive. Bring a lot of energy, you know, and just be a sponge. Just soak in everything this year. That's all I want them to do. As far as rival goes, we have what we call in-county rival that had been in the past. But for so long, even when I played here before, I think we focused too much on that rival, and we would get up for that game and might not get up for the next game, and which would be the next game. So as far as a rival go, we had the approach. Your most important game is your next game. I don't want to try to get too high for one game or too high for the next game. You beat your cousin, you beat your friend. But now it's this game that you really need to get a ball from or get a trophy from. It's not that important. And we have to approach your next game. Your most important game is the next game on the schedule.
Up, go get it. On down, get it. You're on the floor for the ball. Let's go. You gotta get dirty. Let's go. You gotta get dirty. Let's go. You gotta come up with it. Let's go. Up. Let's go. Get it. Let's go. You can't be scared to fall. Up. That's first.
Our ultimate goal at the end of the season is to be sitting in the Jackson Coliseum holding that gold ball. In order to hold that ball, I understand, and I hope all the players understand, in order to get there, it's going to take it's going to take some hard work.
Let's go. Be ready. Catch it low.
I know hard work is one of them words that just get through out there, but it's going to take some sacrifice.
Let's go. Right there. Left, spur on. Right there, let's go. Oh, you follow through. Got too much palm on you, pushing.
It's gonna take some commitment. It's gonna take some dedication. We're gonna have to give up stuff. We're gonna have to prepare the cost to benefit.
Easy shot right there. Let's go. Number down. Number 10. Number 10. Go. You gotta hit one. Go. You ready? Get the shoot. Get the shoot. Go.
When we and analyze it, you know, is it worth me going to this party? Is it worth me being late? Is it worth me giving up some things? And our approach to this season, the first word I gave them coming into this season was extra. You gonna have to do a little extra to get what you want. I'm not gonna give you a pat on your back for doing what you're supposed to do. You gonna have to take some extra shots. You gonna have to take an extra charge. You gonna have to get on that floor and give a loose ball. When I say 9 reps, you might have to give 10. If you don't put anything extra, you can't expect to hold that gold ball.
Stop. Please come over here, man. Let's go. Get over here. Let's go. Get it up the floor. Run the flow. Run the flow. Get it out. Let's go. Get it out. That's 2.
My favorite sports movie would probably be Remember the Titans. It'd probably be Remember the Titans. I'm a fan of Denzel. And just the thing that he expressed in that movie, the plot and all that behind it, that it's going to take everybody, got to be on one accord. And even with here, man, it's going to take the community to get what you want. It's going to take the parents to get on the same page. It's going to take the team to get on the same page. It's going to take the coaches. And if you have any link in there that's weak, you're not going to be successful. All it takes is one bad link, and I tell the kids, it's going to break the whole chain. You know, Baltimore Ravens, my favorite team, and I've probably been liking them always since Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. I'm just a defensive person, man, and they put that thing on one of the few NFL teams, 85 Bears, so on. They don't want that thing with just defense. They just laid it all on the defense, and I believe people can't score, they can't win. You know, Baltimore Ravens, I love the Baltimore Ravens. Favorite college team, man, Tennessee Volunteers, man. Peyton Manning, Al Wilson, go way back. I'm Tennessee Volunteers and Florida State, all the way back to Ward Dunn, Peter Ward, Tennessee Volunteers, and Florida State Seminoles. I think one of the things that make a good coach at all is just understanding who you coaching.
Go on, everybody else face me. Let's go. Face me. Yeah. Quick. All right, let's go. Juniors front, sophomore, then freshman. Let's go. Right there, Harlem.
You gotta build relationships. You gotta build a relationship with the people you coaching. I don't care what level it is. And I was saying, people don't care what you know till they know that you care. And that's a true statement. You can coach X's and O's and all that stuff. All that stuff sounds good, but until you understand the kid or the student or the player situation, what it means to them, what's important to them, you're not gonna get as much as you can out of it. And just making a good coach is basically building relationships and understanding. And I tell my players all the time, like, if the only thing I teach you how to dribble, how to shoot, how to catch a pass, I hadn't taught you much about life. You know, I want to teach you a little bit here and there, odds in about basketball, about football, but a lot about life. And being coach is just being able to have an understanding with your players.
Work. Go, get it to her quick. Get it to her quick. Next shooter, be ready. Let's go. Oh, you follow through. Get some balance.
Game day, that's just one of the things to where I don't get much rest on game day. I take game day, I don't get much rest. It don't matter if you playing the top ranked team in the state, you want to beat them. If you playing the worst team in the state, you don't want to get beat by them. So, you know, game day, I don't get much rest. To me, that's test day, that's payday. For all the work you done put in practice, it's payday. Go get your reward for it. And now for me, it don't take, as far as game, it don't mean much to me. But I think as far as the players, I tell them, this payday. You don't work, you don't know on the floor, you don't sweat it. All right, let's go get your reward. It don't much feel better in sports than it does.